So we are joined by the operations manager at Amazon Canton, Alcorn
That's
State alum, writer and founder of Hello Black Man series of books, Jamey Jenkins. We thank you so much for joining us today. We're in the Transportation, Distribution, and Logistics Career Cluster. And I've got a room full here with me at Velma Jackson High School. We're recording this for all of our friends in Madison County Schools, Madison Central, Rosa Scott, Ridgeland High School, Germantown High School, the Academic Options Center, and our YouTube channel. We thank you so much for joining us. And before we went on recording here, I told you I think it's so good that you're able to be with us because not only are you a part of a great company that is such a big part of this career and a great career option for our young people, but you also, even if they're not interested in that area of work, you deal with issues that high school students are going to face as they get ready to transition from high school. And we're definitely going to hit on both of those. So again, we thank you so much for joining us.
I'm here for it. Yes, sir. Glad to be here. Thanks for the opportunity.
All right, so we'll start out talking about Amazon. Obviously, everybody sees it right there in Canton. You guys do, I mean, it's a
Yep.
round the clock, 24/7, 365 operation.
It
A lot of things have to happen for these customers to get their items. It is a
is.
very well-oiled machine. And we all know it does pay well and it has great benefits. And I have so many kids say, well, when I graduate, I'm just going to go work at Amazon. And I'm like, it's not that easy. You can't just go knock on the door. So tell us about the things that Amazon is looking for, some of the benefits of working there, because they have a very interesting work schedule and one of the best benefit packages in the world.
What we're looking for is people that want to progress. We're looking for people with great attitudes and great attendance, right? So in order to be a part of a team, you have to be able to play a certain role, be in position, be on time, and be willing to learn, right? So that encompasses a lot of different, I guess, embodies a lot of different things that you have to bring to the table in order to be a part of this team. It's a place where you have to be efficient, you have to be effective, you have to be productive. So it's not a place for someone that wants to come in and kind of lollygag around. We do have fun at work, but we're there to meet certain rates and do things in a timely fashion. So we're looking for those individuals that are ready to come in, hit the ground running, and ready to learn on the fly.
And got to be drug free.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Because we are dealing with so many different technical things, it's going to be hard to operate at a high, efficient, effective level if you're impaired in any way.
So yeah, we'll have everybody. I have kids all the time. They're getting ready to graduate, and they're bragging about they're smoking weed all the time. And I'm like, you're not going to get a job at Amazon. They're going to drug test you. So people can argue all day long about it being legal and not legal, and that's not a conversation for right now. All I know is that to work at Amazon, you have to pass a drug test.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to be able to come in and function, right? Because you're going to be reading screens, making decisions, making quick decisions, and that's going to impact our customer experience. If we can't get those packages to the person that ordered it, to my grandma that's looking for something, ordering it today, wants it tomorrow. If you're impairing her customer experience at any point, then you are shifting her focus to another supplier for that actual whatever she's ordering. So we want to be able to do that in a timely fashion, and we need you clear-minded and ready to roll in order to do that.
Now talk about all the different work schedules because I know Amazon is famous for that. There's people that work 3 days a week. There's
Yes.
people that work 4 days a week. So tell us a little bit how all that works because it really is kind of cool. And for if
It
people want a
is.
certain work.
It's very accommodating, and especially for people that have multiple jobs or have things that may take priority. They may have some family things that take priority. It may be another business that takes priority. So we do have multiple schedules for people that need different opportunities. So we have for day shift, we have front half days. They work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. They start at 6:30 a.m. and they get off at 6 p.m. You have back half days. They work Wednesday, so there's an overlap. You work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We have a shift called donut shift. They work Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, then they work Thursday and Friday. We have a shift that works day shift Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have a new shift that we literally just started maybe 2 months ago. And these people come in. We work 3 periods, period 1, 2, and 3. That's like for day shift is 6:30 to 11, 11 to 2, and then 2 to 6. But these people come in at 11:30, and they work at 10 p.m. And that kind of helps because we have normal attrition or people leaving throughout the shift to do whatever, to have their family life and things of that nature. So this kind of cushions the blow and allows us to run, I guess, more efficient and effective in the latter part of the day. So they work P2 and P2, P3 of day shift and P1 of night shift. And then we have a night shift schedule where we work Sunday night through Wednesday and get off Thursday morning, and you're off Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then we have an RT shift. They only work 3 nights. They work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and they work 12-hour shifts.
Wow. I mean, and the fact that you know that off the top of your head is incredible. But it really is, I tell kids all the time, look, you have to, certain things are important to different people. So if you're a person that wants to be able to be off during the day to take care of things, Amazon
Yep.
can be a great. If you're a person that wants to have a family and wants to be off
Yep.
weekends to see their events, Amazon can be a great fit. Now, another thing Amazon does, they love moving people up from within. I know
Yes.
that.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, so if people can come in and learn the systems, I know you guys are working with some state of the art technology, robots, all types of equipment. So even if somebody is going to school at Holmes Community College or Hines Community College, they can still get in there, get that work experience while they're in school, and move up within the company.
Yes. Listen, it's all about the associate's intentions, right? So we come in and we want to know, what are your intentions? Do you want to move up? And then at that point, we can start grooming these associates to learn new and more innovative things inside the building, right? To become leaders, because a lot of people, they have workplaces, but they have not been in positions of leadership, right? So we have process assistants who are associates that have moved up in the ranks and says, yes, I'm willing to take on more responsibility to ensure certain things are running, turning things on and off, or double checking behind associates that are running processes. And having those process assistants move up is something that we really endure and we really love to see, because now associates internally can see, like, yes, you can come in being an associate and you can move up to a process assistant. And we've had process assistants move up to area manager. We've had a lot of area managers move up to my level, which is the operations manager. So internally building that team and having a lot of cohesiveness is huge for us. So we love to see it. We love to motivate and love to groom our associates to be able to be into the internal workings of not just what we do, but why we do certain things.
Yeah, and even if you're not the person that's actually delivering, if you can find ways to make things more efficient, find ways for people to work together to do things quicker, it's that much quicker that customers get their items. Because look, especially since COVID, people are ordering things online, people are ordering things on apps. They're expecting to get these things in a timely manner. So that's when, if you can come up with a way for people to get things quicker, or get these trucks loaded quicker, get these flex drivers loaded quicker, it is amazing how much faster you can move up within the company.
One of the things we've done, just we call it Gen 1, is we have a new service that we started maybe about 6 or 7 months into the operation. We have what we call same day delivery. So when people order in the evenings, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, we have routes that go out at 3 a.m. trying to get those people those packages. If we have those packages in the building, you will be able to see it. If you're in the surrounding areas, it will say, hey, this is available for same day delivery. That means out of the 6 or 7 million items we have in our building, we're going to try to get you that item within 8 to 12 hours. And so we have several routes during the night shift and during the day shift. If you order so late at night, then in the morning at 9:30, and then again about 4 p.m. we're going to send those packages out and try to make your experience with Amazon as pleasant as possible.
Absolutely. Now, the last couple of things I want to talk about before we talk about Hello Black Man is the benefits that someone can get at Amazon because they're famous also for having one of the best benefit packages for employees in the world.
Listen, you're talking about healthcare coverage, you're talking about eye coverage, you're talking about overall well-being, mental health coverage, like all those things are covered. And what you have to do is use those tools, right? When Amazon give you tools, then you have to go out there and use them. And it's just a great opportunity for anybody in the building to take care of themselves from a physical and a mental standpoint. We also have um, uh, education-based incentives. So students that are looking to further their career from an education standpoint, we offer a phenomenal, I guess, financial educational reimbursement package. So you come in there, and we have a lot of associates that work flex, which means they only work 30 hours. They're picking up 2 shifts here, another shift on maybe on night shift, and they're able to have a full uh I guess college career and make some money on the side and get a free education. Like it's literally unheard of. I know when I was going to school, no one was doing it. And so like for Amazon to say, hey, for whatever you want to go to school for, you bring us the paperwork, you get your grades right, we're going to reimburse you. I think it's awesome.
Wow. And you mentioned about moving to other areas. This is a great company where if you say, look, I'm here in Mississippi, I want to live somewhere else. There are
Oh
Amazon
yes.
places all over the world that are always looking for people to
Yes.
move up from within.
Yes, listen, that's something that is kind of new to me because I was in at Nissan for 18 years, and it is very, I'll say, monogamous. There's not a lot of huge moving around from building to building. But with Amazon, literally you can get on an internal links and show, say, hey, listen, this building is open. They're looking for these positions. And they offer incentives. If you're already internal to the company, they're going to say, yes, you can move from Jan 1 to Lit 1, from Lit 1 to BTR 9 in Baton Rouge, from Baton Rouge to Monroe, Monroe to New York. We've had a lot of people in and out, and it creates a huge opportunity for people if they have kids going to college in different areas. That's what they do. They look for if they have husband and wives that are in different areas of different type of working environments, then they can say, yes, well, I'm in Amazon. I can go to Houston as well. I can go to Dallas. I can go to Florida. I can go to New York, Wyoming, Des Moines, Iowa. We have buildings all over the United States. So it's something that is very innovative, and it allows for people to just kind of move throughout their life and still be connected with Amazon.
Absolutely. That's so cool. All the great things that Amazon's doing over there. But obviously we've got to talk about your bread and butter, your and you're wearing your product. I love it. You're always a billboard for yourself.
Always,
Um,
always research.
but Hello Black Man, and I know it's one of the many books you've written, and I've told them a little bit about what it is. So why don't you tell us more about it, where the idea came from, and why it's so important for young people of all backgrounds to really think about the things that are asked in these books.
What the brand is about is transparency communication, and it's through written word because I believe through writing things down, you're able to sustain and understand it a lot better and have those difficult conversations. If I ask anyone in the classroom or anyone that's watching this, hey, tell me exactly what's in your closet right now, or tell me exactly what's in your refrigerator, you could do it to a certain degree. You could do it to maybe 30 to 40% because it's going to be a pair of shorts or a shirt you didn't know you had. It's going to be a jar of pickles or mayonnaise that you didn't have. Like you're not going to remember everything, and those things don't mean much. So imagine the things you're missing in life, or memories or circumstances or situations that aren't very clear because you hadn't written them down. And like if you have that experience to write things down, you're able to really track your progress through life. I've had people write in their journals and go back and read it, and it says, I don't even remember writing these things, or I'm so different now than I wrote in the two years ago. I have changed. I'm a different person. So you got to be able to track your progress, and you can't do it through social media, right? Because social media, you're only going to show what you want people to see. You're only going to show the highlights. You're only going to show I had a great day, or got some new sneakers, or got something that was phenomenal to you, something that you want to share. Those things you don't want to share, what do you do with them? Like,
Wow.
how do you cope, and how do you use it to say, hey, I have a problem, I'm working on it, or I fixed it, or I need help, and you're able to go back and look at their blueprint, right? When people build houses, they're not going out there and trying to build them off memory. They're looking at a blueprint. And that's what I want people to create. Start creating those blueprints to fix problems and pass that information on from generation to generation.
Absolutely. And look, it's been well publicized for years that there was a huge issue with this in the Black community about not talking about mental things, not talking about feelings, not talking about goals. But honestly, I've looked at some of your books. These could be beneficial to anyone. I know that you did it with the Black community in mind, but you have books literally for every type of person. And I know you have more and more you release all the time. So just talk about some of the questions that are asked, because a lot of times it's people aren't comfortable talking with their family. They may not be comfortable talking to their friends about certain things.
Yeah. And so what this does is gives you an opportunity. And like you say, I have something for everybody. Here's the journey journal that we have for absolutely everyone. And I'll just show you like how impactful this is. So question 24 in the journey journal, it says, what or who motivates you? Describe how it feels to be motivated. To know that answer and to know it very specifically is going to give you the ability to know what gets you going. And now that is something that you can share with your significant other. Now they know exactly who or what motivates you. It's nothing that should be kept secret. We have journals for all athletes. And so, like from here, we talk about, hello, athlete, what has been your most successful game or season? Explain. So you have a lot of athletes that go through things, they go through certain stages of their career that they may go to the next level or not. But a lot of times these stories don't get captured. No one asks them about being mentored or their bad games or things of that nature. It's kind of brushed over, or what their legacy was. So, you have a lot of high school students that only play high school ball, and they don't have a place to put that information or to say, hey, listen, let me talk about my high school career. And of course, we have journals for women. We have journals for college students, first responders, a little bit of everyone. And each journal is structured so that it pulls the most out of those unique entities or groups, so that they have a place to chart and write and understand where they are in life, and to be able to show progress and go back to it and reveal themselves.
Absolutely, because even though I have mainly ninth and 10th graders in here with me now, you know, they don't think about they're very close to making some very tough decisions on their future.
Yeah.
And no matter what those decisions are, whatever environment they find themselves in, it's going to be new. It's going to be something different, and it could be, and it's not. I want to say it could be. It's going to be a mental strain for everyone, no matter who you are. So having things like this to be able to talk through and write about what you're feeling, about how you can adjust, about decisions you make, I don't see how it could be anything but a great thing for anyone.
Yes, and I tell people all the time, I said, if you look back over your life and all the situations and things you overcome, you've done some powerful and amazing things already, right? I don't care if you're 15, 51, 91, it doesn't matter. You've overcome some obstacles. And to be able to go back and show exactly how you did it, it will be so much more impactful. It would a lot of times the things you overcome, you just kind of like, okay, I'm pushing through, I'm making it through it. And you don't give yourself a lot of credit, but you should be saying, hey, listen, I've overcome some major obstacles and I have documentation to prove it.
Absolutely. Well, I want to go ahead and get to some of these questions. Some of these are really good, and I'm glad we're asking some of this stuff. This first one is it's a Zion Chambers. He's in 10th grade, one of our basketball players here. And he asked, what's the average starting pay for someone that works at Amazon?
Our average starting pay, so an associate is going to come in making between 16 and 17 bucks, depending on what shift. And of course, night shift has certain incentives, maybe an extra 50, 75 cents, maybe $1. This depends on what area and how many hours. But that's going to equate to working 40 hours. And the way Amazon does, based on our productivity and needs, you're going to have extra shifts out there, right? You're going to have shifts where you can pick up in different departments. Now, this word comes to you as an associate being open-minded and willing to learn. So let's just say you're in one department and they have opportunities in other departments on other shifts. Now, how is your attendance? How is your attitude? And then are you willing to be trained in other areas? You don't want to go in and limit yourself. You want to go in and say, listen, I know this area. I want to learn a different area. I want to learn a different area. And then when you go work for different people and different opportunities, they may need a process assistant. They may have a process assistant that is moving up to an area manager, or someone is leaving, going to a different Amazon. Now you're able to showcase your skills by being fluid and going to these different departments and learning certain things. So I tell people, when you have opportunities all the time to come in, work your 40 plus, and network while you're doing that.
Absolutely. This is Sanaya Norman. She's in 10th grade, one of our cheerleaders here. She asked, what made you decide to leave Nissan and go to Amazon?
Opportunity, because you're talking about such an innovative company, and you're talking about such a huge array of being able to move around. So here I am. I'm in Jan 1 right now. There are opportunities literally in every state if I wanted to move closer
Wow.
to a major city or a different university. And so like having that opportunity to go in, learn something new, put a new skill set on my resume, because I had worked Nissan as far as automotive manufacturing so long. I want to challenge myself and say, you know what, let me learn some operations logistics to improve myself. So now I know a different side of the business I didn't before.
Absolutely. That's a great point. I like this one. This is Justice Conway. She's in 9th grade, one of our basketball players here. And she asked, are
Okay.
the books you write based on your personal experience?
Some are, and I have an affinity for every group that we've written books for. I have a connection to that group, and I understand that they have things they need to be able to let out or work on or improve. Just like from an athlete standpoint, right? I have never been a highly decorated. I love basketball. I love sports, and I know just from my athletic career, there are things that I want to be able to write down and dictate and pass on to my son, my son's son's son. And these stories will get lost through time unless I write them down. And
Wow.
so like I've been able to get these journals in some huge athletes' hand. I met Marquise Colston from the Saints a couple
Oh,
weeks ago,
wow.
and he thought the journal was absolutely out. He said, man, this is dope. He said, man, we got to connect and figure out how we can work together. So when I'm out and about, I'm making myself very intentional. And so for each journal that we have 12 journals now. We have the 13th journal should be dropping in the next few weeks. But we're just looking for groups that have needs and have opportunities to improve themselves.
Oh man, I mean, and I love the fact you mentioned Marcus Colston because of repping my Saints because we're playing the Cowboys Sunday.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Yeah.
this is Mila McCullough. She's in 10th grade, one of our Blue Diamond dancers here, and she asked, "How did you come up with the name Hello Black Man?"
Uh, I started with hello, right? Because I think hello breaks down a lot of walls. If you walk into a room and you don't speak, or if you don't give a vocal audible when you walk in, people will have they will draw a wall up, right? They will put a wall up immediately, like, oh, he has an attitude, he's not this, or he's not social. If you walk in and you speak to somebody and say hello, that is going to break down a lot of barriers, right? So now you can have a lot of different communication that you wouldn't have any other way. And as far as the Black man standpoint is, it's just who I am. It's just who I happen to be. And when I see different demographics of people, do restaurants. If it's a Jamaican restaurant, you assume that it's a Jamaican family that has started Mexican restaurant. If it's a Italian place, you assume that. So from that standpoint, I wanted to allow people to understand who I was, what I was doing, and certain demographics that I could connect with just based on my demographic from growing up.
Awesome. I just got time for two more. This is Madison Sims. She's in 10th grade, one of our volleyball players here. And she asks,
All right.
do you see your book writing as a hobby or as a second career?
Well, this is the thing, right? I'm 45 years old, and I have done a lot of different professions in my career. I've done photography, I've done event planning. Yeah, I've had a lot of major events, I guess, in the city, and this has captured my essence because I love talking to people. I love helping people and bridging gaps and breaking down barriers. It's kind of what I've been doing in leadership for the last 21 years. So once I got started with this brand and business, it's definitely more than a hobby. It's something that I want to be able to do full time in a very short amount of time. I want to be able to travel the country, helping people help themselves.
That's awesome. I just got time for one more. This is Bryson Stevens. He's in 9th grade, and he asked, "What has been the
Yep.
hardest thing about getting? What has been the hardest thing about getting your book published and known?"
So getting it published, I'm not. It has steps, right? So it's something I didn't know before. So getting on YouTube and watching videos, being able to get go step by step to get it published actually through Amazon wasn't that hard, but it does take time and effort. Now, getting it known is something that it's most difficult to most entrepreneurs, startups. How do you get your brand and business out in front of people? Social media is great, but I'm old school, so I love boots on the ground. So I love setting up and vending and talking to people, like really going out and explaining it. Because through social media, it's a paid to play place. So you can make a post. I got 11,000 followers on my Facebook page. Sometimes only 5 people see what I'm posting. But if I'm in a mall or in a vending location, it's 500 people. Now that's on me. That's on me to go out and meet and greet these people, give these people energy, and let these people know that I have a product, that it could be a tool for you.
Absolutely. Well, we're almost out of time, and we thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure when you're with us. But a couple things before we go. First of all, for people that are looking to get a career started at Amazon, where do they see the job listings for Amazon?
You can go to amazon.com/apply. Amazon.com/apply. And normally every Friday around 5:30, 6 o'clock, we will open up positions or shifts that you'll be able to see. So amazon.com/apply. And if there's no shifts available, you should be able to create a profile to say, hey, listen, when shift comes available, I would like a notification. So please go out if that's an aspiration of yours, and we hope it is, to continue bringing in bright young minds. Amazon.com/apply.
And also, tell us where to find you online, helloblackman.com. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. So tell us
Yeah.
about where all we can find your products and you online.
We're on every social media site. You type in Hello Black Man, will come up. Hello Black Man TV on TikTok and Instagram. Hello Black Man on Facebook. Hello Black Man TV on Snapchat. And it's just something positive. I guarantee you, if you go in and see what we're doing and how we're trying to impact our community, you will find a way to connect with us and work with us, and we would love to do so.
Absolutely. And again, I always preach about, they're all going to be on social media anyway, and that's fine. And they're going to follow these celebrities, and that's fine. They're celebrities I like as well. But find positive things you can see on your TikTok and your Instagram. Find things that can uplift you, not things that are going to make you jealous or make you want other things. And you are a great example of So again, I cannot I cannot endorse it enough to get behind Hello Black Man, get some of your positive nuggets, and really see what you have to offer. But again, we thank you so much for joining us, Jamey Jenkins, operations manager at Amazon Canton, author of Hello Black Man. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Man, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for the opportunity, Greg.
All right, talk to you soon, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.